Hello. Okay. Let me just check I'm recording again. Okay. I seem to be recording. Alright. So, we are up against dwarves. And, quite a nasty dwarf team, honestly. This is pretty much straight up what you'd expect. I don't see anything here surprising. Yeah, that's very solid. Should have a good record. Yeah, pretty good. You're going to catch a few losses when you don't manage to break some armor, so that's probably why they caught a few losses, but yeah, this should be pretty rough. And the scary thing is, despite all of those skills they've got going on there, we still have a higher team value than them. I'd expect maybe a bribe with this, possibly, or what else? How many players does he have? Maybe he's got less. Maybe he's got. Okay, he just has 11 players. I think there's a dwarf star player for 60k. I can't check, but he's like a secret weapon or something, so he only stays on for a little bit. But I've used him before. Just as a spare player, it might not hurt, but he doesn't really need spare players. Yeah, I don't know. I assume he has rerolls. 3 rerolls, yeah. He knows what he's doing. I guess maybe they're considering it. Of course, they could technically buy a wizard, but it clears them out, so fingers crossed they don't go that route. I don't think our record's good enough for them to be scared into spending all of their money. Could just buy a babe or two, I suppose, but he's probably not expecting to get KO'd a whole lot. So yeah, I'd expect a bribe. Okay. I think overall this is good for us. Maybe they are like me and they don't put much stock in fouling. Obviously, the tackle is going to be a problem. I don't think they've got... It's not like that dwarf team we played early on that was just absolutely chock-a-block with tackle there. We're playing at our own home stadium here. I am not sure. I can't remember. It looks a bit built up though, so it could be ours. Anywho, yeah, it doesn't look like... I know we played a dwarf team early on that just like had tackle on everybody, which is interesting. But at least the positionals, I didn't notice having tackle. I think they've put them into more either aggressive skills or ball handling skills. I can't remember what the blitzers had though. So, what are they going to do? Probably attack and try and hurt us a bit. That would make sense to me. Okay, looks like they're just having a bit of loading in. Okay, he's going defense. No, what's he got? So yeah, a fresh runner, a fresh blitzer. Okay, he's made his other blitzer kind of like a true blitzer, but no tackle there at least. So we're probably expecting to get hit by regular guys, or if he's not going for somebody with dodge, by the Troll Slayer. Or a Troll Slayer. We might counter block those Troll Slayers though, that's where he's going to hide them, because with the armor value 8. Yeah, so we're not going to try and go for instant score here. I I think we do try and block down the front line if we can. Just trying to remind myself what I've got on the team. We don't have any guard yet, so I can't take this guy out. Or at least not until I had removed one of the other guys. I don't want to commit that much to the front, so I think I'm just going to do like 2 on each side. Who are we going to put up though? Who are we going to sacrifice? The wrestle could be really useful, so I'm just going to leave the wrestle guy. For ball carrier, I think we go back to one of these guys again. We just, whoops. Don't want you there, I want you there. Let's see, who are you going to hit? Probably going to have a go at the blitzer first thing. And let's just put a witch out here. Tackle, obviously. Tackle actually may be useful for us, because they are likely to want to put it on the guy who has blodge. Alright, I think I'm pretty happy with that. Does anybody want to try and get some SPP on real quick? No, I don't think there's anybody that's worth it. I think we try and play safe. Oh, they got 4. They got a leader, so they've got rerolls. Okay, so we must be at. I can't remember. Maybe that is us. I forget how to check whose stadium it is, apart from just seeing it at the beginning. So we block this up a little bit. That's at least relatively safe now. You know what? We will try for him again in a second. Once we've done the safer blocks. I shouldn't say stuff like that. We'll just push him that way. Keep him in base contact, keep them as static as we can. We need to remember that they have frenzy. So we do it this way around and hope that we knock him down. Yep. And we're not going to follow him. Oh, this would be a great game to suddenly have our mighty blow start really kicking in. It would be also a surprising game for that though. Let's see. So yeah, the guard is going to meet. They may do a lot of standing us up here because they don't have a lot to lose from that. They're not really worried about getting blocked. So we're going to move up a touch. We're just going to sort of fish for openings. We don't have to hurry. And of course we don't reroll this if we miss it because we're in a pretty reasonable place. And I think I'm actually gonna stay there. Got some nice coverage. I have the potential to swing this way if I need to, so yeah. I think this is going to be reacting to his defense. If he just kind of like keeps that wide line like this, we probably just try and sit behind it for a while. If he stands everybody up, or you know, and by that I mean puts a man on every player, then we just try and free up maybe a few and push to one side whilst the others kind of hold his guys up and get bashed, unfortunately. We need to remember the Slayers could be a problem with Frenzy. This guy is okay for the moment because he can't get through to him. But we need to either keep sidesteppers on the side or the witch elf. Looks like he's going to push me into the side here. Maybe he's just going to blitz here. It's a fair tactic, even though he's got some mighty blow on some of his longbeards. It's not a bad idea just to go after my easier to... Okay, he's going after the witch. I think he considers re-rolling that. No, okay. Okay, he's going to have to bring some guys over here to stop me from surfing him now. Surely. Oh boy. I mean... I can surf both of these guys, I think. And then hopefully put up enough of a screen around it. Okay, so this guy's not getting surfed unless we do something really sneaky. But this guy is. Sorry, I'm just trying to decide. I think I can surf them both. If I dodge, push into here, push this guy, push this guy. No, that would just push him out. Alright, so, sorry, it's taken me a little moment here. I'm really not sure why he gave me this. That's a really good result for us. So now we have to block the counter surf though, which... that should do. We could actually blitz the Troll Slayer as well. I mean the... Yeah. Alright. I just am nervous about getting counter-surfed here, which I may still do. Let's follow. Okay, he'll be back, but that is nice. Wait, I'm considering putting this guy, because he can... 1, 2, 3... I'm actually going to put him here, even though I can get blocked here. Alright, sorry, that took me way too long to think about. So he can do a stand-up blitz here, but obviously we have sidestep, so we can just move. He threw me off so much by leaving those guys there that I was having trouble working it out. And sometimes you can use the witch to double surf people. But I think had I have blitzed in, when there's no space available, he wouldn't blitz into this guy first, he would blitz straight out, so it was easier just to go straight that way. It's a pity we couldn't get both of them, but we do have 2 of them out already. I'm sure they will begin to get us out shortly. And you could call this dangerous, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, he has a 1 dice blitz on this guy, but obviously he blitzes him into our core. So it's not as scary as it could be. We might even go here, because it's actually safer, less likely to bobble off the field. But I really didn't want to... I didn't want to get counter-surfed here, because even though we did well out of that surf, it would kind of undo a lot of that. Okay, who's he... Is he blitzing with this guy in here? Or is he just keeping him pinned in and he's going to still blitz this guy? Okay, this is more what I expected. That's the danger, of course. Do we go here? He's going to follow up on it. No. So we go here, because we definitely don't want this going off the pitch. Oof. I mean, that's just... yeah, we Apo, we may lose some people here, but we need to keep our... as many numbers, especially of our good players, as we can. Oh, are you gonna... You got to, surely. Yeah. I kind of hope he re-rolls that, although he shouldn't. There we go. Because we could have blocked from here as well. Like, this was not a safe place to be either, because we do one block and then get him out. So we can do this block, because we don't have to push him next to the wall. We don't have any good surfing targets. I think we hit the Troll Slayer again. These guys are such a pain. And of course they have the Mighty Blow with the Frenzy as well, which is not what we like. So I think we try and keep working on them. I mean, it may just be a push, but that's fine as well. We leave the space open. Let's stay and just kind of follow up. I need to bear in mind that I need to pick up the ball with somebody, of course. Now we have a 1 dice here now. Yeah, I think I want to pick up with this guy. Okay, we take the wrestle here. It's not perfect, but it's okay. I think we pick up the ball next whilst we still have a decent pocket here, in case this goes horribly wrong. And we're just going to advance. How far do we advance? So we still don't need... We still have the numbers advantage by 1. Yeah, I think we do advance to here. I don't need to complete the cage, so I think I actually just get in their way some. I could complete it. But honestly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, he'd have to dodge to get a 1 dice on me, which would kind of be okay with. Is anybody holding these guys where they are? Only slightly. And... Alright. Playing real slow today. But they just keep confusing me with their decisions, so... I expected this to be more classic dwarf. I wish we'd got 2 out here whilst they hadn't learnt already. Now they seem to have kind of learnt. Yeah, you'd have to dodge. Which you can do, but it's a 3+ for the dodge. And then a 1 dice on a blodge guy, which obviously, if you roll there, that power works. You didn't even have to re-roll his last one. Just straight up got it. So this guy is now surfable again. So we might even double back No, this doesn't make any sense. Oh, this guy is also surfable. And this guy I don't even need the witch elf. It's just a 1 blitz. And then this guy blocks. But let's see how much pressure he puts on my ball carrier. I guess you could blitz in here, which would put some decent pressure on. My hope is that he blitzes around the top. Maybe puts this guy as an assist and then blitzes here because he's not really going to encroach too hard if he does that. But yeah, this is more what I expected. Blitz in with this guy. Push is good, but he could reroll. He's got 4. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I'm getting some ideas here. They're slightly risky. Oh, he's trying to get on the ball. Fair enough. Oh, this could be this as another potential opportunity to surf there. Alright. So, if I block this guy off... Oh god, yeah. Okay, dare I dodge somebody over here? I think you have to get up. Just to keep this kind of locked down. I think I dodged somebody over. And I have to reroll if I fail this. This should now be... yeah. Fortunately I have to follow here. But this guy's really useful for him, so getting him off will be nice. It's only temporary, but it still kind of helps our numbers. So now do I try and put the witch here? We haven't actually blitzed yet. Okay, if I do this... Oof. Just playing with the safety of my ball carrier a lot. I'm thinking of trying to surf this guy off, but I can't get my ball carrier out in a good way. Let's see if we make this. Oh, that's not good. Okay, that's another one off. Okay, so this isn't the best. But we do have 4 of his guys off to 1 of our guys off. So even if he takes my guy out here, this is a 1 dice right now. He's gonna have players 3 over here. Oh, I wish the slide. I wish that had been a push. So yeah, he can definitely get a 2 dice on me now. We can control the direction for whatever use that is. I'm playing a very risky sort of style here because he's kind of offering a lot on the sideline, and obviously players off the field is huge, even though we're not getting a lot of injuries. That one injury is already really nice. He's not going after the witch, is he? I mean, I understand it from a let's take her out kind of perspective. Okay, he's just standing her up. Fair enough. Yeah, this makes more sense, I think. Although, yeah, he needs to knock me down this time, I think, because otherwise he goes to a 1 dice. Or no, a 2 dice against, actually. Okay, he got lucky there. You don't want to use a reroll, I don't believe. So, where do we want to be? I think we want to be... No, we don't want to be here. I think we want to be here. So this guy probably wants to... No, I don't think you want to go this way. You want this guy in here to make it hard for me to block these guys off the field. Okay, that worked out. For him, mostly. 4, 5... Oh, you're just trying to get him on the ball? I'm kind of okay with that. I don't like it, because it means this becomes a 1 dice. Okay, that's fine. So this guy just stands up. This guy has... If this guy didn't have guard, we'd be in a nice place. Okay. So you just stand up. It doesn't really help anything, but it is 1 less guy to worry about. These are both 1 dices right now. We need to attempt to block this guy down. I think the only real way to do it is with a decent assist is this. I guess we can at least push him away if nothing else. Okay. So now... we can get an assist on this guy. Where do we want it? Here. Then pushes to there. Sorry, my brain is working overtime. I guess here to stay out of the way. Okay, so he's not going off the field. But I can move up on it. I can push this guy. And I think I do push because we're going for another... you can stay there. We're going for another surf. No injury, but it is another guy off the field. So this is going to feel like we've got a huge player advantage, but we're not really going to. So this is a 1 dice right now, and I can only make it a 2 dice by going up there, which is a little risky. But honestly, he's down quite a lot of players right now, so it's not the end of the world. Unless, of course, we... Okay. It's not perfect, but we'll take it. So this guy is still in play, obviously, which is not great. But we're kind of continuing our 3, 4, 5. Yeah, hopefully we can just give him 1 turn to score. Which dwarfs really shouldn't do. I mean, if you do that with dwarfs, you're a master player. But I don't see any reason why we can't give him 1 turn right now unless I keep making some real bad mistakes. Which I haven't been doing the best at. Okay, we just move up here to block so he doesn't have a easy inroad, I don't think. Okay, we're just stunned, but he's now trapped on this guy. So no frenzy surfing this time. Now he's down to 1 dice blocks. Which, you know, he's dwarfs. He has 3 rerolls. There is absolutely no reason not to punish me here. And the Mighty Blow is going to start really... Okay, he just stayed where he was. This one, and then this one. All with Mighty Blow, guys, which is not so great. Oh, this one's not. This guy, I guess, has a niggling injury that I hadn't noticed. So I think now we don't have any obvious, or even not obvious, pushes off the field, so we just try and kind of consolidate up towards the top. We can get an assist here for in a minute. We're going to need an assist here to take this guy down. I think we have to accept that, unfortunately. I think we get another roll at it though. Yeah. We just hide up in the corner. Yeah, so we're just gonna make sure we have some numbers up here in case things go wrong. Hit this guy first. Okay, that's better. And I guess there's no reason not to try this. Nice. No, we stay. I will say we are amazing at stunning people. We're great armor breakers, but we don't have much follow through. Last game was the I mean, you know, this is dwarfs, so they do have some help with that. They have the thick skull, which means I believe it's slightly harder to KO them. I think where you normally would need to roll 8 or a 9 on the injury dice, I think you have to roll a 9. So they only have one result that KOs them. So yeah, oh boy, he's tempting me again. I mean, the witch elf's up. Like... Okay, I did not expect this. May as well. You got 3 rerolls, 3 turns. He's actually made the difficult one there. Okay, we've got 2 turns left. We can potentially surf a couple of guys here. I can't get through the witch, but I don't necessarily need to if I block with a ball carrier. So I pop this guy here. Block here. Oh, that's not what we want. This is silly. Okay. Follow. Okay. Then we just need to make sure there's no recourse for them to kind of counter this. I think we still try and go after the the Slayer. Yeah, it'll need one guy here. One guy here. I don't need this guy here, but I think just so just so that this stays a 2 dice against, we pop this guy here, so that he can't bring this guy in for an assist. Alright, the other Slayer's off. This would be amazing if we had done more with this. Okay, so this will probably be the Apo. It's no long-term effect, but he's going to be starting to get down players, and I think, like, where I use my Apo, I expect him to use his as well as a counter, so he's not too many players down for the second half. There we go. So that's automatic during the subs. Then I think attempt to knock this guy down, because there's no reason not to. Oh, that went wrong. So, we have given him a block on the ball carrier. He'd have to do some really bad dodging to get somebody up to assist, so it's going to be a 2 dice against. Because these are both Longbeards as well, so I think that's like a 5+ dodge into a 4+ dodge. So I think this is your safer bet, and you need to roll 2 pairs to knock me down. I guess he may as well take his block here. The downside to this is that potentially what's his choice gonna be? Okay. So we will take the push. I mean, it doesn't really matter. And we will sidestep to here. And he will probably follow. Technically, we could have scored. But we may have one last attempt at unless this guy does something outrageous, which I guess he could. He's not doing much use being there. So yeah, it's a 5+, 4+. That was probably the safe thing to do, honestly, because he can now move away. Because I could have potentially, yeah, I could have pushed here, and then pushed him off. Okay, so how safe can I make this block? Right now it's a 3, 4, 5. I would need 2 more. I guess we try the with this guy first, seeing as I've got the Mighty Blow. Alright, nice. And he is niggled, so why not? And I don't think I can get the full 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't get the 7 safely here, so we just attempt the blitz. Alright, went straight down. Fair enough. And I think that's all we do. Yeah, very interesting style of play that we're facing here. The giving up all of the serfs like he has is really interesting, and we'll see how it plays out in the second half. Now we are going to start taking some damage. I'm just, you know, I may suffer for that initial thing, but I honestly thought we were going to start taking damage sooner, so that's why I used that initial Apo, because I thought we were going to have much more in the way of players off the field. You know, our wrestle guy is actually kind of important here, so I think I actually put one of the sidestepping guys on the front. Let's put him in the middle where it's kind of awkward. But the wrestle is the agility plus the wrestle for taking down if he puts it on his block guy. Because all he is down is one not very good blitzer for all that work we did. I mean, obviously it made the first half a lot. You know, the witch should be in the middle, because that gives her the ability to surf either side, and as we've seen, he's not afraid to give up some surfs. That may change in the second half. But yeah, I really thought that Apo was just gonna at least keep our good player on the field whilst the rest of our guys got nailed, but he didn't want to connect a whole lot, which was sort of strange. And he also didn't do too much in the way of removal, so I think obviously our gradually increasing numbers as the half went on meant that he got a lot less blocks than he would normally do. So he certainly helped us out with that. I mean, it's crazy to think that we got him down to what, like maybe 4 guys on the field, and that was even whilst missing some of our surf attempts. Although I did greedily reroll a few of them, so I think he's up to 5 rerolls for this half now. Oh, oh dear. This is my brain not working. Because this is not the second half. So we're going to take a block that we didn't need to take here. These blocks we did need to take, but we're going to get one that we didn't, which is me always forgetting that there is a turn 8. So we could still go into the second half down on players. I wonder if he'll foul. He's down a player, so it's that's the first use of piling on. That's usually the kind of success I have with piling on as well. I've had it used brutally against me, but I haven't had a lot of success with it. Alright, so who does he go for here? Probably the kicker. Well, what's he got? Yeah, this guy's... So 1, 2, 3... Oh, he's gonna have to run... He's gonna have to do a GFI to get to him, but he's got 3 rerolls, so why not? He wants to hit with the Mighty Blow guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, I don't know. And I imagine he will try and do a pass with his new runner, so that he's ready for a level up. Okay, he switched sides because it was hard to get anybody else around, which is fair enough. If he gets this guy out, he may foul, because then he'll be a player to the good already, with the possibility of being 2 players to the good. Okay, now he knows that we... Okay, that looks like a foul attempt. So we're down 1 possibly, we may be down... So we may be down a player overall for the second half if the foul works out. Oh, he's got to use a guard guy to do it though, because everybody's got guard. Boy, a sending off here would be crazy huge. Okay, KO. And no sending off. So we're liable to be down by 1 player. I mean, statistically, we should be even on players, but I don't trust statistics. So I'm going to say... I mean, I do trust statistics, but they don't always work out for you. Oh, he actually went the other way. I guess he's not worried about leveling this guy up. So yeah, I think that's probably close to what would have happened even if we had set up properly. Alright, that's super nice. I mean, they may well just get knocked out straight away here, but the fact that they're back on the field to do that is really good. Because otherwise we start having to put more valuable players up there. Okay, same formation. I think I go to this side again. And here. Okay, so that's what I predicted from last time, and it has happened this time. Oh, a blitz there would have been really good. So yeah, he is now up to 5 rerolls. So he can be really... he can just use them as much as he wants. You know, he may even if he gets some blocks on some of my better players and doesn't knock them over, he may use rerolls. Okay, so yeah. Same result, but he was there to take that same result rather than, say, my block guy be taking that. So now we're back to being even on players, and there's more blocks to come. It's really going to be interesting to see how he plays on attack. And do we try and push him to a side in the hopes that that he gives us more surfing opportunities? Because he's definitely giving them more than he's taking the ones that he could maybe. Alright, that's our new lineman. Is he out for the count? No, just out for next game. We do have our broken witch who comes back next game. She may be getting a game even at movement 6. Because I think it took all but 20k of our money to hire the lineman. Guess he's going to blitz in here. Don't know why he needed the second assist there. I guess maybe he's just using him to shore up the side. Is he going to keep fouling? That would be interesting. What's he got out now? He's a player up, so maybe he starts fouling. Oh, did he blitz already? I don't think he did. I guess he's... Okay, maybe he just realised that. Or maybe he's going for a... No, I think you go for a blitz. A blitz is more likely to get somebody out than a foul. He may just be surrounding him to make it harder for him to get out, but once this guy moves it won't be too bad. Yeah, even one guard guy would be super useful on this team. So if we ever roll a guard on a lineman, or I mean a double on a lineman, they're getting guard. Unless maybe it's, you know, this guy. Okay, I think he just uses this guy as a... Yeah, he's not gonna give it to this guy this time. So I think we make a casual attempt at looking at the ball. Oh, he gave me a free block here, which I will take unsuccessfully. I think we actually... No, I don't want this tackle guy over there. I'd need 2 guys over here. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. We're going to have an attempt at a block here. I guess you could go for a blitz. We may just kind of both fall over if I... No, we're fine with that though. We're fine with pushing them away. I could threaten with this guy, I guess, a little on this side. We don't have much in the middle currently. But I think honestly, he's still got a ways to come, so he's not going to push well through the middle yet. Alright, that's nice. And I think we stay here just to be a roadblock a little bit. And if this guy gets back, it's nice. So we've left one guy in contact, but there wasn't much we could do about that. I suppose... Yeah, there wasn't. Because it would have been this guy or this guy. Alright, so he's heading this way. He might blitz this guy because obviously he's a big threat. We just see how much damage they do to us now and how tight... I imagine they're going to play a pretty tight cage. We could consider, you know, putting a sidestepper on a corner. I'll be right back. Delivery. Okay, I am back. What did I miss anything too bad? Doesn't look like he's rolled any dice yet. So who's he going after here? Okay. Oh, that's risky. Yeah, you want to go that way, otherwise you're blitzing into a 1 dice. Okay. Yeah, he can take that. That's why you blitz that way, otherwise you're blitzing over here. Alright, we can wrestle him down, unless he decides to use an early reroll, which he may because he wants to get this guy out. So yeah, this is what I was talking about with Mighty Blow. Exactly. Okay. He still lives to trouble somebody else at some point. He's leaving us with some potential cage breaking here, though. That's kind of a pain because it means a longer way around. Although we have this guy, these 2 guys as well. Okay, who would I rather have in there? The sidestepper, so we'll try this. Stay. Okay, stun is fine. So yeah, this is currently a 1 dice. And this guy doesn't have guard. You'll hate to do this, but I think I have to. Alright, that is nice. Stay, I think. Oh, I should have pushed him out. Oh, the stuns are nice though. Okay. one dice this guy, or I could bring this guy around. Yeah, let's play this a bit safer, seeing as he can break down here. Nice. We're going to push this guy away. Now we could go for the one dice on the ball, but obviously this is unlikely to work, so I'd rather just have somebody on the ball. Okay, that's not exactly what we'd want. But it's not reroll worthy. Okay, I think we settle here and see what he does. So the only guy he has on the ball right now doesn't have tackle, but obviously who could get in there? If he knocks this guy over, which is a little risky because you have to do it with this guy, he can. I'm trying to work out who he can get tackle on here with. Oh boy, why does that always happen with our like super dodgy guys? They just always get paired. I mean, that was a double pair. Okay, so that didn't work out for us. He can come down here, but he doesn't have a lot to follow around with. So the two stuns are really nice because they kind of keep him out of position. Let this guy come across as well to help, get in position to help. Looks like he's making a real, like, fast break for it. So I expect him to try and, like, blob up these guys somewhat. Is he going to GFI? Or he's probably going to hit this guy and then use this guy as the blocker. That was pretty risky, actually. Because that goes from a 2-die into a 1-die. I presume he goes kind of here or something. So he can probably 2-dice this. This would be 2 dice into a 1 dice. This would be 2 dice into a... I know, he may not want to push either of these guys out, actually. Because it just makes it easier for them to get around. Yeah, this is what we expected. This is probably the guy that we try and knock down to get in on this position. Oh wow, another double. Okay. That's real unfortunate. Especially the stun, because she would have been nice to have over here. Does he go for the pylon? Because that would free me up. He does, okay. That's not good for her, but it is good for us. Okay, it's actually not bad for her. Okay, that's good for him. No armor break though, so this guy just stands back up and takes him out. Okay, what do we have going on here? So I think we just bring this guy down as a sweeper. I could bring him over for an assist here, but I don't think we need it. I wish I could get him closer than that. Okay, you are just a lineman. I think I have to do this. This could be a big mistake here. Okay, that's nice. Because it lets us get through onto the ball carrier. We'll just stand up the Troll Slayer. This guy can just dodge back. Oh, just about. Yeah. So obviously he can change sides a little bit here, but sort of go back into the middle. But that's kind of okay. Unfortunately, he has like his guys that were stunned back now, so he gets his number advantage back because he is 2 up on us. We haven't lost too much, that is... I mean, obviously the wrestle guy is great, but we haven't lost our blitzers yet. And they are kind of the key, along with the witch elf. This is one of the games where our maneuverability really helps us, because it's so much harder for him to try and like swing back and forth than it is for us. So dwarves generally try and kind of pile in and make a scrum, but he's kind of spread out for that right now. He can't fully do a chain block here either. Oh, that's great. I don't even think you reroll that, because you need the reroll over here in case something goes wrong. But yeah, he can't, like, sometimes you try and chain push him off, like maybe blitz in on this guy and then use it to push this guy away. But this guy can go where he likes, so... Okay. Reroll down, but you gotta use that. Push is good. That takes the tackle off. I guess he wanted to get the tackle off because he's going to dodge this guy back, I presume. Or maybe he just uses the ball carrier to push this guy away. Oh, he can't push him away. He's going to go there if he... Actually, we'd have preferred a push there. Funnily enough. Maybe he brings this guy down here. Yeah. That still means a 1 dice on the ball carrier tackle, maybe. Ooh, can the witch... No, it'd be too risky. Okay, this guy is continuing to serve his purpose well. Yeah, I was trying to work out if the witch could get over here to push down here, but I don't think it works out for us. The guard here is a problem. Obviously I can do this for 1 dice with tackle, but it's not amazing as a plan. I think the witch just stands up and continues to be a pain. I could try and remove this guy. I could actually remove him now if I move this tackle back. I might be able to push this guy, which will let this guy run on through. I'd love to get this guy kind of on the back side of this situation. Yeah, there we go. I stay in place. I guess we'd rather have you back a little bit. Let's pop him here, actually. I don't like being next to the tackle, but I think it makes sense. Okay, that's kind of to be expected. And then I think we go back to here. If we can, yeah. This may end up being a draw. It's being hard to get this ball out. We do have 2 sidesteppers on him. This one can be moved away relatively easily. This guy is here to kind of protect this. The nice thing is his slayers are both kind of somewhat occupied, so I don't have to worry about them blitzing. He does have a tackle on this guy, but no like he's only got 1 tackler here, so only one of these guys is getting tackled this turn. And by that I mean, you know, blocked with a tackler. I guess it makes sense for it to be this guy. Yep. So, where do we go? I guess here. I don't know if that's the right place to go. If I'm still on the pitch, this is mighty below. Oh, that was the guy without tackle as well. Oh. We need to get extra dodge. Because weirdly our sidesteppers haven't been doing their magic as much as I'd have liked them to. Usually they stay up under all sorts of pressure. Okay, that's probably going to get re-rolled. Because he needs this guy out of the way. Or he could do that. Do I try and stay in there? I think I try and stay... No, I think I try and give myself an out if possible. I don't know what he's gonna... He may just keep this guy here. I don't know. He's got a blitz. Still. Okay, that was a little risky, but not too risky on his part. Maybe I should have gone here. Just want to give myself an opportunity if he decides to break off somewhere weird. Okay, so the push away and then he's going to come back this way a little bit. Is he going to try and sort of stage at the back here? I mean, the push makes that more... No, I don't think he is. Maybe he's going to push down. Guess he could go GFI and get a 2 dice here. It looks like he feels safe with his ball carrier here. Which he sort of is. He's got some guard on it. And he does have blodge himself. Honestly, I think it's... Is he going to try and go in? He has the numbers advantage. But he... Oh, he's going in. Okay. Maybe just trying to make sure of the score, rather than kind of leave it in this precarious place on the sideline, where we could start to maybe knock his guys off again. Alright. Ah, he's still knocked out. Okay. That's a little bit sad, because he would have been useful. So I presume he's going to just kind of cover his bases again. We don't have to go really fast here, but at the same time, we can't dilly-dally. So if he kind of sucks his line in, I probably do try and push up a wing. But if he spreads it wide, we sort of take a cautious approach and see what happens, I think. A semi-cautious approach. Maybe send 1 or 2 guys around the side if he'll let us. Like if he goes at this width, I think we try and push down a side. Because we can knock one guy in and at least make something of a cage. He's giving us a side. He's kind of offering up this side. The danger, of course, is we're a bit low on players. So if the kick kind of goes against us somehow, I mean, we're just full on in big trouble. We would need to knock down, or at least tie up this Slayer. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This does not look particularly safe, does it? So a blitz here is bad. Perfect defense isn't great. Extra reroll is quite nice. That's not exactly the direction we'd have chosen. That's going to be a bit of an interesting throw. Okay, so you get to go here. And I think we follow through with this if we get okay with the... Yeah, we do. Because that ties up this guy a little bit. So I guess we're passing to this guy by the looks of it. We'll move her after if he gets the ball. Yeah, she helps cover this guy and kind of makes it more annoying for this guy as well. Who do we not... Can we block anybody from coming across? Not as well as we'd like. I'd like to stop the Troll Slayer, but I can't. I guess it wouldn't be the worst thing to tie one or two of these guys up. We got 3 rerolls. We basically just want to avoid this guy getting in our backside. So we can probably... I mean, dwarfs aren't the fastest to react, so we can probably score if we choose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, he can't screen us off, he's not Skaven. So it's just going to be how well does he put the pressure on. Can we wait another turn? Because obviously the less turns we give him. 2 turns, dwarfs can still score, although it's awkward. 3 turns, they can definitely get something going. It's obviously... more worrying for dwarfs because half their team can't keep up. They can keep up with a 3-turn push, but a 2-turn push, they just have to kind of send some guys down. So this is their third to... Okay, so they're going to have at most 2 turns. Okay, that's good. We'll see how much pressure they can apply. They should be able to apply some, but can we put like a little cage up in the corner? Oh, who's that? Is that my kicker? Okay. So you are Miss Next. You are just regular, I think? And oh, no, I need to hover over the injury. You're Miss Next. So we've got 2 people missing next game and 1 person dead. Our kicker. Which I guess is what he gets. So yeah, I expect him to get one of these guys up in here, so that this guy gets 2 dice here. Yeah, it's kind of risky to try and stall out one more turn. I'm gonna have to have a little think about it once he's finished doing his thing. Okay, that's nice, because this guy also has a 2 dice block then. And then I guess this guy's going to run through for some kind of blitz on somebody. Maybe this guy. could reroll, although you don't, you know. I might have considered it, because this was his assist for this guy, whereas now it's just a 1 dice on this guy. I guess he saves the reroll for this, but honestly, is this, you know... Oh, never mind. 1 dice is all you need. Now that's really weird. Okay, that's less weird. He's playing with fire a little bit again there, because, I mean, even if we're going to score, which I think we are going to try for... Okay, I guess if this guy manages this... I mean, he's got a reroll, so... Why not? It's always surprising when Longbeard's dodge, you just assume it's impossible, but, I mean, it's a reasonable chance, to be honest. Okay, he'll be back. So yeah, I think we're going to try and surf this guy out as part of our scoring, because I think he's actually put a decent amount of pressure on. So let's see if there's anybody else to bring in. Yeah. So yeah, we push here. And then we blitz up into this, and the only spare space for him to go is off the field. Okay, so that's... I mean, an injury would have been obviously so much better, because these are important guys. We also do this block because this is his other important player. Do I re-roll? He will have 2 turns left. Yeah, I think we do. The sad thing is they're both going to come back. Those babes are actually really paying dividends for him. Alright, I'm going to go in. So 2 turns is plenty to score for them. Let's see if they do get all of their players back. I mean, it's 2+, so they should. One would be... No, never mind. Oh, they did. That is really sad. Just one of those guys being out would be huge. Alright, let's see. Oh, I'm gonna have to sacrifice somebody to the front here. So yeah, we're really low on players. I think we get back out of Longbeard range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They'd have to kind of GFI at us to blitz us now. And I will be right back. Alright, sorry. So yeah, I mean, you can kind of see how huge it would have been to get this guy back. Suddenly, not only do we have another sidestepper to be able to put back here to help defend, but it lets us spread this defensive line wider as well. But it wasn't to be. We can only hope that he just pushes this guy around a bit. So there's kind of two ways you could try and do this. You could try and run as many people into scoring position as possible, so that you kind of give yourself lots of potential options. Or you try and run one down and then kind of cage around them to keep them safe, so that they are in a better position. But if somehow they do kind of get taken out, it's obviously game over. Looks like he's kind of trying to plan out how to run this. He's only got, assuming this guy grabs the ball and throws, he's got his, realistically, oh, we lost our kicker, that's sad. Oops, I think I missed that as well. Oh boy. Okay, this just suddenly got really bad. So now, yeah, now it's back on the table, no problem. I mean, not no problem, because dwarfs still aren't the fastest. But like, he doesn't have to like take as much of a risk. He's got kind of time to, you know, if it goes wrong the first time, he can have another go at it, or he can try and move it a bit slower. Still has to like either blitz with this guy or start doing GFIs to blitz me. This guy can score, like the Troll Slayer's agility 2, so he's looking at blitzers, which he's got one there. And oh, he's only got the one, that's right, we did take a blitzer out. So he's got 2 good scoring options. So if we can somehow keep them in check, he's sort of passing to an agility 2 guy, which is, or even handing off to an agility 2 guy, which is not what you want to do. He can kind of make a more solid line coming back at me now though, and if he takes these guys out fully, you know, I have nothing to sort of threaten up here. If he got a push on this guy, I'd be really tempted to kind of like move up here as a kind of threatening maneuver. That'd be beautiful. I mean, that's fine, I'll take that. You don't reroll that with 3 turns to go. But yeah, if he pushes here, I'm going to move up here, which just means he's going to have to respect the fact that I could go up. Okay, he didn't get a push. So I think I go backwards. Much as I'd like to... Oh, it's kind of a moot point. He's not going to be back till turn 16, I don't think. No, he'll be back on turn 15. It's all got a bit confusing there. So it looks like he's going to try a pass now. Maybe build something of a little kind of pre-cage here. This is interesting though. Is somebody coming over here to... Is he going to come and kind of GFI blitz in here? He needs to remember that I can kind of get at this guy, potentially. Oh, maybe he's just blitzing over this side. Although this guy has sidestep, so it's not without its risks. Okay, this is definitely risky, but if he gets a pair here, he's fine. Oh, he got a pair. Oh dear, that's... I don't even know where we have Lodge. I guess we'll just go over here. And pile on probably, although having this guy down is one less guy to kind of block up what's going on, yeah. So this guy needs to make sure that I'm not coming through. Ooh. He's tempting me. Okay, so you just stand up, I think. Because it's a 3+ into a 2+ into a GFI to knock this ball loose. Which doesn't, like, obviously is not as good as it could be. Okay, you stand up. I also really want to bring this guy back. I think I do this first because this is more important. Oh, that's sad. I think I just put you on there, though. Leave this guy free. And we'll leave the witch free. I mean, if this was like humans or something, you wouldn't think twice about this, but with elves where you're used to 2+ing, this is kind of scary because it's taking away an important player. Okay, skull time. Okay, not skull. Alright, that's really... the stun is just incredible. It's not like I've won incredible, but it's still pretty nice. And the Troll Slayer is less important than this guy over here. I mean, he now has to go back and deal with this, and who does he go to get the ball? Like, or does he just wait? Like, no, he can't wait. This is second to last turn. Oh, it's real tricky for him. I mean, obviously he's still got the players and players in the right positions to, or, you know, down the field to win. But getting the ball up there is now going to take some good rolling. Whereas before it was potentially just a run down and a handoff. I did use my last reroll on that, but I think it was worth it, because otherwise he just comes and blitzes that guy off and runs down like he was going to anyway, so it was all for nothing. I mean, he still blitzes this guy off, and then maybe he's going to try a Longbeard pickup, because the blitzer on the left is trapped and very far away, and the runner obviously down the pitch is probably who he wants to score. Yeah, you don't need to reroll that, it still gets him off the ball. And then maybe this guy's gonna go try pick it up. It's not what you want though. If I get beaten now, it's gonna be by some super good rolls. Because he's gonna move this. He doesn't have to move it this turn. Oh, there's the first one. Oh, he's not going this. No, you don't do a 6+ pass. I guess you can do a 5+ pass when you got the reroll. But like obviously if this goes if this is an inaccurate pass. Okay, he probably just stays where he is now. It's too risky to attempt the pass this turn, and you don't need to. He just maybe bring this guy back so I can't tackle him. Okay, so the ball is still in a dangerous position. I am completely not worried about scoring. But I am just trying to figure out... Oh, I wish... I can't do this block. I have to do this block. Oof. That's not what we wanted. Oh, and I can't. Now I can't. Oh boy. I think I just put this guy next to the ball. I really wanted to use this guy. If I put him here, blitz. 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't quite get around that way. This guy can get over there, but that's a dodge away from tackle. So yeah, this guy has to just get on the ball, I think. Next, this guy has to attempt this. Fair enough. We've made it as tricky as we can. Yeah, I was going to bring him down, have a couple goes at getting this guy out. As it is, we got 3 sidestep on the ball. He can potentially clear some of them. This guy is at least still stood up. It could be dwarf shenanigan time. I guess if he makes me stand on the ball, that is a problem. Don't roll pairs. Oh, always with the pairs. I'm not going on the ball. Do I go back here? No. I think I go here, make this guy's trip in a little bit more awkward. Yeah, you're cancelling assists if you stay up. Okay, so how does he clear the other 3? I mean, he can... Oh, it's tricky. It's tricky. I don't... This guy's still got a little ways... This guy still has to use a lot of movement to get in as well, so... Now that's interesting. If he does go into this guy, he can push it onto the ball. Okay, so yeah, he's given himself a chance here. This could even bobble all the way into this guy's hands or down here. So this is a good play here. That had a rough result. Because now he needs to get somebody to get the ball, throw it to this guy, dodge this guy. Yeah, it's got real hard now. Or, I mean, it was already real hard. This guy's going to have to do multiple dodges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, if he's... did he... Oh, he succeeded. No, he didn't. Oh, we have another turn. Okay. Whew, for a second there, I thought he picked that up. Okay, so we are good for the game. There's too much guard around here. So, what can we do? This guy can potentially get up. What do I want to do? That didn't work out. Don't think I can do this either, because it's a 1 dice. I mean, I could do it. I don't know why I'm risking these things. There we go, we knocked him over at last. Nice. There we go. Failed to pick up the ball. Alright. That was a second game in a row of painfully worrying stuff. I mean, a lot of that pain was induced towards the end there by the riot. But, yeah. Oh boy. Okay, we double won our winnings, which is sad because we could have used a bit of money to start replacing players who are dying left, right and centre. We actually did alright for armor breaks, but I think again, you know, if you look at this compared to this, it's just, you know. And you'd expect, like, there's no reason why they should get more injuries when we've got similar armor breaks. We just keep hitting those stuns. It's getting through the armor that's the hard thing. And we were doing that somewhat. Quick look at the dice. They did pretty good on that. I did feel like they did a lot of pairs, and they did. Maybe we did as well. No, we were more on skulls. So, yeah, I think we were unlucky a few times with our blitzers. You expect to go down against tackle, but I think we went down to a lot of not tackle, which was a bit rough. I don't think anybody leveled again. We're not getting a ton of SPP out of these games. And boy, look at our team. It's been mauled. We can't afford another player, so we're going to be down. Oh, we did bring in the... We do have the injured witch elf to play there. And honestly, at this stage, I think we just play her. So we're down 1, 2 linemen. Was this guy just a miss next? I think he was. Yeah. I think they both were. So just the one guy that died, and then we'll be back to a full team, you know, regular sized team. It does make our record, you know, keep ticking in the right direction though, so I'll take that. Yeah, next game, the only mage guy we're missing is that guy, so we're actually not in the worst shape. It kind of looks a bit nasty, but it could be worse for sure. We just need to remember that our witch can't run as fast as she's supposed to. Alrighty, thanks for watching again. Hopefully that was exciting enough to keep it interesting, and I will catch you next time.